I always viewed this world as nothing short of beautiful, filled with life and love. I couldn't believe how wonderful it all was. Little did I know, the world has many dark secrets lurking in the shadows, secrets that no human being should ever see or hear. Of course, I am the fool that happened to find these secrets. I can only hope that after you read this, that you'll change your mind and not keep reading and not dive deeper into the greater secrets that this world has to offer you. Simply put, there are gods in this world, gods that no religion or story has ever said or even mentioned. Every story that you've ever heard about religion, whether it's modern or more ancient, isn't correct. For no human being, creature, insect, anything living can think of something so horrifying. If you were to see any of them in their true forms, the mere sight of them would cause you to go mad. My mind was only spared by them because they chose me to share some of their secrets, to spread their madness, and to spread what they truly do. These secrets are not a blessing by any means. It was a curse that is worse than any hell anything living or dead can possibly imagine or go through. The first of these deities is named Absoloth, goddess of death. First, I want to get something straight about this. Whether you were good or bad in your life, your soul will go to her. People think that being good or free of sin in life will somehow make your soul free from bad afterlives, free from suffering. But that's not true. Think. We are so small in the grand stage that we call existence. Beings as grand as her wouldn't care about what a being as small as you did in their short existence. To Absoloth, your soul is like that of a battery. You most likely view this as cruel. Most people like you are naive. No matter how good a cow is, you don't think twice about having that burger, and you don't think twice about how much air that plant provided you before you ate it in your salad. You simply consumed to survive, just as she does. And there is nothing wrong with that. After all, we sacrifice lives for our own life, constantly, whenever we eat, and many times whenever we need to get something done. Luckily for you, however, when your soul becomes her nourishment, she transforms into the most beautiful thing you can think of, giving you a dream, sort of anyway, of being with that beautiful thing until she is done with you. Don't get her wrong, though. She doesn't do this out of the kindness of her own heart. In fact, I'm not even sure she has a heart to begin with. And if she does, it is truly blacker than any midnight you could possibly think of. Blacker than the deepest depths of space and existence. No. She only does this because it makes her soul last longer. A happy soul has more durability. Suffering breaks it down. Suffer could. After all, She only views you as batteries anyway. Cows aren't always given that treatment when they're made into burgers. So I guess you could say you're luckier than a cow at least. You see, the afterlife is nothing special. These gods gave you life, so in return, you become her nourishment. A fair trade if you ask me. And when you become her nourishment, you pay back the life that they give you. When she's finished with you, you simply go back to Earth and live in another body as you are reincarnated into another life form, whether it be a human or animal. Like I said, all life forms go to her once they die. When you are in this new body, just like your old one, you are forced to spend your lifetime and the countless other lifetimes you've had before and after this as the gods' plaything. After all, these gods gave you your life, as I mentioned before. Shouldn't they have the right to do with it whatever they want? But I beg you, do not read any further into this book. Do not dig deeper, as you will learn of the true terror these gods cause you, and what they could cause you if they wanted, and what they have caused to others. It is better that you don't learn how Absoloth's siblings influence you and the things that they put you through. Do not dig deeper into this. Turn back now and free yourself of the torment that I now go through, as this is your last chance. Do not dig deeper, as you will surely lose your mind once you learn too much. With each new passage you read, the more tempted you'll be to dig deeper into this, and as you learn more and more, these gods will take notice, and these gods might turn you into what I am, their messenger, forced to spread more and more madness across this planet. As you see, the madness entertains them. Even after you are reincarnated, that madness stays with you, and you keep spreading it, even though not directly through their messages. You spread chaos nonetheless. You spread chaos through your words, through your actions, even through your beliefs at times. You can cause anarchy. You can cause people to think irrationally. You can cause people to hurt each other over simple disagreements. As I say this, I'm sure you can think of a few examples of that in the world right now, can't you? You see, those are people that learn too much. Those are people who have lost their madness, even though they don't remember the things that they learned now. That madness has stayed with them, as that madness transcends lifetimes. So as I said before, do not dig deeper into this. Save yourself from the madness. That is, if it hasn't taken you already. Enjoyed tonight's story. Whether you listen to it here on YouTube or listen to it on the podcast, I thank you greatly. If you didn't know, I do have a podcast where I upload these narrations and also upload updates on horror news, and give you recommendations for what pieces of horror media I think you should check out if you haven't done so already. That podcast can be viewed on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, pretty much everywhere where you can get podcasts. Also, if you want to be more involved in the community we have here, I do have an Instagram page at Children of the Night 1. There you can find just some updates and also some funny things that I post on occasion. If you want to support me even more than you already are by watching this YouTube channel or the podcast, feel free to check me out on Patreon at patreon.com/childrenofthenight, or you can just use the link down in the description. There, you can get early access to these narrations, or you can get rights to voting on polls, where you can decide what horror narration I narrate next. In fact, you can even get voice acting roles in the narrations, and so much more. But remember, it is not mandatory, and anyone who chooses to support me in that way, I thank you greatly. But, until we see each other again, I want to say good night and sweet dreams to all my fellow children of the night.